Hey guys, it's Broadfish King, and good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Whatever it is for you guys. Tonight, for me, we will be watching real people with superpowers. Let's go.
You do know that's fake.
Oh, it's right here.
Supposedly they have
Go.
superpowers and all this.
Ugh, super bad. Okay, let's go.
Amazing people with real superpowers. The Human Camera. Dubbed the Human Camera, British man Steve Wiltshire was born in 1970 and has the gift of drawing a landscape from memory after just seeing it once. His work has gained worldwide attention and was even invited to be a member of the Order of the British Empire. Wiltshire will frequently take helicopter rides and then draw the landscape that he saw with accuracy and immense detail. He has a permanent gallery in London and is considered a prodigy by numerous neurologists. The Iceman. Wim Hof is a Dutch man who has the extraordinary ability to withstand extreme cold. He holds over 20 world records, including one for the longest ice bath, which was over an hour and 13 minutes. He climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in nothing but his shorts, along with attempting to climb Mount Everest in shorts as well, before a foot injury prevented him from reaching the top. His internal temperature has been tested during and after his ice baths, and his internal body temperature never changes. The blind who can see. Daniel Kish and Ben Underwood both dealt with retinal cancer in their early years, which led to their blindness. Instead of living the traditional lifestyle of the blind, they both taught themselves to use echolocation by clicking their tongues. Ben Underwood used it so that he could walk around without a walking stick and play sports. Daniel Kish has dedicated his life to showing other blind people how to use echolocation and live normal lives. Life without pain. Tim Cridland was born unable to feel any pain. Unknown of the reasons why, it is a condition that is likely neurological. As pain sends messages to the brain to stop doing things that are harming the body, Tim, realizing that he had a rare gift, decided to take his show on the road under the stage name Zamora, the Torture King. In his shows, he puts himself through painful situations like eating fire, sword swallowing, piercing himself, and more, all without flinching. The Electric Man. Slavica Pajkic from Serbia has the ability to conduct his own electricity. He realized he had this gift after touching an electric fence and realized he didn't experience any shock. He can heat up a cup of water to 97 degrees and can cook a sausage in his hands. He can conduct 20 volts through his body. Aquaman. Dave Mullins is a free diver and world record holder in New Zealand for his ability to hold his breath underwater for a long period of time. He has been able to complete swims of over 266 meters and currently has the record for holding his breath for over 4 minutes. He repeatedly has broken his own records while performing physically demanding acts, making him a real-life Aquaman. X-ray visions. Natasha Demkina was born in 1986 in Russia. At the age of 10, she was able to see her mother's organs. And, while at the doctor, Natasha was able to tell the doctor about the scars on his body with no previous knowledge. She currently works for different organizations that help her cultivate her talent of seeing organs and being able to make a medical diagnosis with her special vision. Rubber Boy. Daniel Browning Smith is an American actor who has broken 3 Guinness World Records for his extraordinary flexibility. He hosted Stan Lee's Superhumans, where he roamed around the country searching for humans with extraordinary abilities. He was born with the extraordinary flexibility and has cultivated over the course of his life. One of Smith's most dazzling acts is dislocating his arms to make himself fit through an unstrung tennis racket. The Real Rain Man. Kim Peeks was the inspiration behind the film Rain Man, and he was able to memorize things at an extraordinary pace from the age of 1.5. He had a large head when he was an infant and lacked the nerves that connected the 2 hemispheres of the brain, which caused the neurons to make unusual connections. All of this caused Peeks to have an extraordinary memory, like being able to memorize an entire book in an hour. He could read 2 pages at the same time, with the left eye looking at the left page and the right eye looking at the right page. Peeks passed away in 2009. Mr. Eats It All. Born in 1950, Michael Lotito was a French entertainer known as Monsieur Mantoux, or Mr. Eats All, who was able to eat things that would kill a normal person, let alone destroy their teeth. Lotito ate metal, glass, and rubber. He ate 18 bicycles, a Cessna aircraft, 2 beds, 1 coffin, and 15 television sets. What made Lotito able to do this? The lining of his stomach and intestinal tract was thicker than the normal human, along with having powerful digestive juices. He died of natural causes in 2007.
There you have it. But we are going to be doing another. It was real.
Medical problems.
Okay. Okay, let's find another thing. Okay, I guess this one.
It's weird, right? The human's obsession with our poop. I mean, just look at...
Have you ever watched a superhero film and wished that you had some sort of awesome superpower? Who wouldn't want to have incredible strength or the ability to self-heal? Well, as it turns out, you do to a different degree. Everyone has a range of abilities that go overlooked, but in reality are superpowers that enable us to do some pretty remarkable things when you think about it. Supervision. Did you know that regardless of whether you have 20/20 vision, you have the ability to look back in time? That's right. Look up in the night sky and you are technically looking back in time. Well, since the distances of space are so vast, it takes a lot of time for light to travel anywhere. For instance, aside from our own sun, the closest stars to Earth are still over 4 light years away. That means if you can locate Alpha Centauri in the night sky, the light you are seeing from it was actually produced in 2012 and is only just reaching us now. Healing power. When you were in the womb, you likely caused your mom a bit of discomfort with all the kicking and moving around. Don't feel too bad, however. After all, you possessed a power which enabled you to heal your mom if she needed it. That's right, fetuses are packed with ever-potent stem cells. If the mother suffers some sort of organ damage, the baby can send out a wave of stem cells to heal and repair any sort of damage. Hypnotism. Do you know you have the ability to create a mindless army of followers who will do your bidding? Well, okay, not really, but you do possess the ability to hypnotize others. Through a variety of tried and tested techniques, you can get into a person's head and make them act or do certain things. It's not as easy as it sounds. After all, the person needs to be willing to let you put them into a hypnotic state. But once they do, just a few carefully crafted sentences and key words can help you influence that person. Super endurance. Why can some people seemingly run forever or handle something as grueling as the Tour de France with little trouble? Yes, training and conditioning plays a big role, but there are times where a person just shouldn't be able to physically continue, but they do. The term often applied is runner's high, and it's related to a release of endorphins that dull or even eliminate any pain sensation. Anyone can experience it, and researchers suggest that working with a partner or even listening to music can help spike endorphin levels and give you that superhuman boost. Time control. Soldiers, police officers, and even athletes often recount moments where they became extremely focused as the world around them seemed to go in slow motion. This can happen to anyone. While it appears like everything has slowed down, what researchers say is happening is that your brain has kicked into instinctive mode. The brain becomes more focused and thinks faster, which makes it feel like everything else is slower. It's why an observer sees an accident in real time while the person actually involved recounts how things went in slow motion. Clairsentience. You've likely heard of the sixth sense, that extra ability to feel or see beyond our normal senses. Naturally, a lot of people laugh off this ability, but there are more than a few who think we all have it. Clairsentience is the ability to feel good and bad, emotions, or even the past and present. Have you ever gotten a really bad feeling for no apparent reason when you go into a certain house? Did you just have that nagging gut feeling about a person you just met? these are perfect examples of clairsentience. Super strength. Sure, you work out and have great muscles, but did you know that scrawny kid can probably lift just as much as you and more? It turns out our bones, tendons, and muscles can lift and hold up a great deal of weight for very short durations. Throw in a powerful mix of chemicals released by the body, and it explains why a man can lift a 3,000-pound car off a cyclist, or two mothers can lift a car to save a child. Lie detection. When it comes to lie detecting, the two best methods seem to be the lie detector or parrots. They could always tell when you were trying to put one past them. Did you know that you can tell when someone is lying to you without even really knowing it consciously? When it comes to smiling, your brain can easily decipher when someone is genuinely smiling or giving you a false grin. In addition to assessing the situation, your brain analyzes a bunch of facial cues of the person smiling. Even before you know it, your brain has already decided if the person is genuine or fake. Super smell. Compared to animals like dogs, humans have a pretty limited range of smell, but still our noses and brains are able to step it up a notch. For instance, our noses can pick up the pheromones from other people, a powerful factor when it comes to relationships. Women's noses can detect when another female is ovulating, and research has also shown that women can detect through the scent of a man's sweat whether he has an STD. It's quite amazing and makes for a superpower that doesn't stink as bad as you'd think. Molecular hearing. We don't often associate hearing with temperature. However, it turns out that we have the ability to hear temperature and molecular activity in a way. The best evidence of this occurs when we pour water. When researchers poured a glass of cold water versus hot water, they discovered that test subjects could tell the difference without looking. That's because there is actually an audible difference between the two, as a result of the cold water having less energy in its molecules and being more viscous when poured. Pretty amazing. Have you ever experienced any of these superpowers? Do you have any we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up and check out our channel daily for more incredible videos. Thanks for watching.
That's it for the video. See you guys next time on Brofish King's channel. Bye.